Peter Parker. High school life is never easy. He's a smart kid, but sometimes that intelligence makes him a target for bullies. They often mock him, calling him a bookworm and teasing him about his interests. Peter's life takes a sudden turn when he joins a visit to a science museum. A genetically altered spider bites Peter on the hand, leaving him with a series of extraordinary abilities. Initially, Peter feels amazed and afraid, but then curiosity and a desire to do good take over his mind. Peter discovers he has extraordinary strength, the ability to climb like a spider, and a supernatural intuition. With these new powers, Peter decides to use them to protect the people and confront any criminals threatening the city. Eddie Brock, a young reporter, once dreamed of shedding light on dark truths, but fate had a different ending in store for him. While investigating a mysterious organization, he inadvertently comes into contact with an extraterrestrial symbiote. The symbiote, known as Venom, quickly infects Eddie's body, turning him from an ordinary human into a dark creature. From then on, Eddie loses control. Venom imposes its power on Eddie's mind and body, turning him into something incredibly dangerous. Eddie's life gradually changes. Venom is not just an enemy, but also becomes an inseparable part of him. Venom's power spreads through Eddie's body, turning him from a regular person into a dark creature, ready to destroy everything in its path. When Venom infects Eddie Brock's body, it not only brings superior strength, but also shape-shifting abilities. He can transform into any form he desires, from that of a regular person to that of a gigantic dark creature, ready to defeat enemies. Venom's power doesn't stop there. He can create sharp swords from his black liquid. These swords are not only sharp as blades, but can also extend and retract at will, delivering powerful and flexible strikes. With this strength and shape-shifting ability, Venom becomes an unbeatable force. When Spider-Man and Venom clash, their differences stem not only from their supernatural powers, but also from their understanding of their personalities and goals. Spider-Man, with his compassion and sense of responsibility to protect the people, always seeks to prevent Venom from spreading chaos and harming others. Meanwhile, Venom, driven by greed and a desire for domination, relentlessly tries to eliminate Spider-Man to seize ultimate power. Their confrontation is not just a battle of strength, but also a struggle of spirit and philosophy. Spider-Man always attempts to change Venom, pushing him to find the path to light. However, Venom remains stubborn and resistant to outside influence. In their clash, each attack and defense brings forth intense emotions and tense situations, making the battle between Spider-Man and Venom fierce and relentless. In the nighttime sky, the battle between Spider-Man and Venom takes place on the high-rise buildings of the city, where the urban lights create eerie shadows gliding through space. Both characters confront each other on rooftops, with Spider-Man utilizing his climbing and jumping abilities, while Venom demonstrates extraordinary strength and flexible shape-shifting. In the dark alleys, the sounds of intellect and power resonate as every attack and defense is fierce and dangerous. Spider-Man must use intelligence and agility to evade Venom's powerful strikes, while Venom tries to defeat his opponent by any means necessary. Laboratories also become unforgiving battlegrounds, with destruction and fires raging. In this hazardous environment, the showdown between Spider-Man and Venom becomes truly intense and unpredictable. Buildings are destroyed, vehicles are wrecked, and the sounds of the battle between Spider-Man and Venom echo everywhere. Involuntary citizens must flee from the dark lands where Venom has spread chaos and fear. At this moment, the safety of New York City rests in the hands of Spider-Man, the last remaining superhero who must face an unforeseeable challenge and rescue the city from Venom's grip. Spider-Man, the symbol of heroism, cannot stand idly by. He faces Venom, the ultimate challenge in his mission to protect the innocent. In the heavy atmosphere of worry and fear, Spider-Man stands firm, ready to confront the enemy. Their battle takes place on every street corner, from dark alleys to public parks. Spider-Man's strength and agility must confront Venom's brutality and determination. Each attack and defense brings forth powerful and tense emotions. Spider-Man not only fights for himself, but also to protect those around him. His heart beats strongly with love and responsibility as he stands up to face Venom, acting tirelessly to ensure the safety of the city and its people. The battle between these two powerful forces, Spider-Man and Venom, presents a dramatic and tense confrontation. Both utilize their extraordinary abilities, creating fierce and determined attacks and defenses. Spider-Man, with the power of agile leaps and powerful punches, tries to evade Venom's attacks and find ways to defeat the enemy. Meanwhile, Venom, with his flexible shape-shifting abilities and sharp swords, relentlessly attacks and counterattacks Spider-Man. The sounds of the battle echo everywhere as punches and strikes ring out in the night sky. Each attack and defense evokes intense emotions as both sides are determined to fight for their goals. This battle is not just a struggle between two individuals, but also a confrontation between good and evil, between light and darkness, as the future of New York City hangs in the balance of two heroes and their foe. In his battle with Venom, Spider-Man is torn between the responsibility to protect the city and the desire to save his adversary. He realizes that beneath the dark exterior, Venom still has a redeemable humanity to salvage. However, Spider-Man's sense of responsibility for the city's security does not allow him to easily abandon his mission. He faces an internal struggle, having to decide between redeeming Venom or continuing to fight against the enemy. Meanwhile, Venom is tormented by a dark past and a thirst for power and revenge. His inherently good nature is overshadowed by darkness and hatred. He becomes blinded by the surge of power and unable to see the truth about himself. The two heroes' confrontation is not just a battle of strength, but also a struggle between light and darkness, between compassion and hatred. Venom, empowered by the symbiote's alien-enhanced strength, becomes more powerful and terrifying than ever. This new strength not only enhances his physical prowess, but also amplifies his brutality and dark soul. With the intent to destroy Spider-Man, Venom becomes the greatest threat to New York City. He not only seeks ultimate power, but also wants revenge on Spider-Man for all past failures and opposition. Venom's strength and determination know no bounds, and he is determined to do whatever it takes to achieve his goals. Despite retaining a shred of humanity, in Venom's mind, cruelty and vengeance have become controlling forces. Faced with the terrifying might of Venom, Spider-Man realizes he cannot confront the enemy alone. He sees that to save the city from peril, he needs the cooperation of reliable allies. To their surprise, other heroes like Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor agree to join forces with Spider-Man. They understand that the threat from Venom not only endangers the city, but also the world. The battle between the heroes and Venom becomes more intense and determined than ever, with each attack and defense marking the solidarity and strength of the hero team. Despite facing the terrifying power of Venom, the unity and fighting spirit never fade. In the midst of the tense battle, the unity and determination of Spider-Man and the allies are put to the ultimate test. Each punch, each fighting tactic, is a step closer to either liberation or total failure. Venom, with his extraordinary strength and vengeful determination, continues to wreak havoc and destruction. His cruelty and relentlessness render all efforts from Spider-Man and the allies futile. However, in the darkness of the symbiote, the light of compassion and hope still shines. Every attack and every effort from Spider-Man and the allies demonstrate relentless determination and patience. Though the battle may seem endless, Spider-Man and the allies never cease to fight, never cease to hope that they can defeat Venom and save New York City from the darkness of the symbiote. That's all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you really liked it, don't forget to leave a like, comment your thoughts on the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll stop here, folks. Thank you.